Okay, hello, beautiful souls. This is Reshma Yashura, Pleiadian Queen Mother, Galactic Queen Mother here of the Lighthouse 333. I hope and pray you are all doing well. And I am much better today than the other day that I was on the podcast. Um, it's all, part of our ascension and the ascension symptoms. And it's also part of there's a lot of dust and things in the air, eh, outside and inside your home. Um, I'm very sensitive to dust, and if it's too much smoke, like I can't even use sage and Palo Santo as much as I would love to. So I hope you are all doing well and you are not having like sinus respiratory issues like I have recently. Um, but let's go. Today we're going to talk about the August 2026 eclipse season. Um, we're on the eve of it. Today's the 11th, and tomorrow, August 12th, the end of Lionsgate Portal, is the new moon. And this new moon is going to be a total solar eclipse. And the path of totality sweeps across Greenland, Iceland, northern Spain, and parts of Russia. And the partial visibility will be in the northern hemisphere, parts of northern North America and Europe. So if you're in the southern parts of North America, you won't really see it. Who knows? Um, the peak of the totality is in the day near sunset for parts of Western Europe. And you can go to NASA for the eclipse information. It'll show you like the Earth and where you will see, where it'll show you wherever you live, uh, if you're going to be in the path and see the eclipse. And we're in eclipse season, so that means it's the solar eclipse and then the lunar eclipse just a couple weeks after. And our lunar eclipse is going to be partial on August 28th. So they're saying it's roughly 90% of the moon enters the Earth's umbral shadow. Visibility is night to early morning hours, depending on global longitude. I had a better message about it, where it was gonna be. Let me see if I can pull this up. But you can look it up. You can definitely look it up. Partial eclipse. Well, I'm gonna take too long to find it, but it will only be a partial lunar eclipse, and there is a different location that it's located. So, location. Let me grab that. August 28th, um, lunar eclipse. Earth's dark central shadow. It's going to be North and South America, Europe, and Africa, which is weird. Like, I don't know. It's 5 hours and 38 minutes. It's the Western Hemisphere during nighttime hours. Europe and Africa will catch the early stages before the moon set. So these eclipses, growing up, we were taught about them and how they're like this fun event to observe and to experience and like learn about how the earth and everything is operating and whatnot. And you know, everyone really just learns that it's just something that happens. And in my spiritual journey, I discovered that it's something more. And when I watch like historical dramas, whenever there's a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse, um, what would happen is everyone would like freak out, like whatever day and age it was, it was something to fear, and everyone would go hide inside. And it has some truth to it. Um, it's not something to fear, but it's something to be mindful of. When there is a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse, we have a play of both positive and negative energy portals. So there is just a lot of tension or like a lot of both your subconscious, your shadow, and your light. And it's happening micro and it's happening in the macro. So it's like two energies fighting for attention. And when there is an eclipse coming, it is really just the best time to cleanse your home of old energy. So, like dusting and vacuuming and just clearing out all your garbage and then cleansing your home with healing sounds or um, bells, or you could play the music of, I know on YouTube there's like home cleansing sounds. Um, and you can smoke out your home with your sage and Palo Santo and whatever other incenses you like to use. And you can light a candle. This is all just to clear your home of negative energy so that you're not bombarded, like your negative energy isn't amplified, right? When these eclipses come, it can bring more negative emotions to light, and you may react if you're not learning, how to deal with your emotions. You may react negatively, so you may be more angry and like shouting and arguing. And I even noticed that recently there's some darkness that's like coming to play, and it's like you have to really breathe and recognize what's going on. Where you're going to put your attention is what is going to be maximized. So at this time, it is not good to make major decisions, big financial purchases, signing contracts, things like that. You want to wait till the eclipse is over and you have settled and your mind is more at ease. Um, and there's no negative beings at play with you. And I mean that in it's a true thing. Like people may or may not believe this, but yes, there are portals that open up and these negative entities come out and they're doing what they're created to do, create a dark experience, create conflict, create shadow, create, steal energy, steal your energy. So I hope you have some sort of daily energy routine of how you ground and how you protect your energy and your auric field, and what you do to protect yourself throughout the day. I hope you have a routine, and if you don't have one, you can definitely reach out to me for one, and I can, provide it to you whenever you have time. We can go over that. Um, So yes, so this eclipse in August 12th, let's just talk about that one. So, so it's late summer, and the eclipse is along the axis of the collective and the personal, right? The eclipse season frees you from attachment to groups, ideologies, and social roles that no longer fit you. The cycle is ending in the realms of community life, groups, and sometimes friendship. Space opens up for what you will align more closely with your calling and values. The universe offers a reminder: not every connection that once gave meaning has to last forever. Something is ready to be released. So, this is pertaining to this time, but also this this Lionsgate that we're in. This Lionsgate was really eye-opening for any of those of you who are working with the energies. It was really pushing you to let go of something. Whatever you have been putting off, thinking that it's not important to let go of, thinking that, you know, it's too hard to let go of it. It's scary to let go of this recent gateway, this serious gateway. The Lionsgate portal was, I don't know if you hear the thunder. There's thunder happening. It's a storm before the eclipse here. So there's a lot going on out there, negative and positive, right? So we're all really being forced to become completely independent. And maybe some groups that we were in before aren't the right groups for us now. So it's part of karmic processing, it's part of subconscious patterns, it's part of this whole transformation that you're going through. It's all part of these eclipses. The eclipses, they really magnify the positive and they magnify the negative. So whatever you've been carrying that you still haven't let go of, you're really going to have to figure it out. Don't let this eclipse bring you down. Look at what it's showing you and let everything go. This eclipse and the next eclipse, like I said, you have a routine that you do where you cleanse your home. You cleanse your home physically and energetically. You light a candle, and it is great to really keep your mind focused on not going to negative places. When your mind goes into a negative state, write down those thoughts, write down the feelings. That's what you've been hiding, but you don't want to react to it. You don't want to make it really take over the whole day. It will end up taking up your whole month, your whole week, or whatever. It's going to spiral. So this is something that you need to journal. It's best to meditate and practice observation. So in that, observing yourself, what's coming up? what is coming up, what negativity is coming up inside of you, write it down, let it go. And then let go of what's ready to end. Relationship projects, roles, beliefs, thought processes, patterns, things like that. It's time to let it go. And journaling all of it. This is a time of realization. And I don't know about you, but I have been having really strong dreams that I've never used to have before. Like I used to dream very vividly and then it stopped and I would only have vivid like premonition dreams. And then anytime I would dream it would just be like nothing. But recently, I guess since this month started or the end of July, my dreams have been really like stories that I'm following and I'm like, why is what is up with this story? Like what kind of story is this? Why is this story happening in my dream? Like, and I keep telling myself, remember it, so you could tell everybody. And I can't remember it. But it's been really vivid, really vivid. So sometimes the dream might be telling you something you need to know. But I say if I don't remember it, it's not for me to know. But if I do remember it, then it is something that I need to know. But they're saying that in the eclipse season, your dreams are really important. They're telling you something. So for this season, excuse me, for this day, August 12th and August 27th to 28th, when the lunar eclipse is happening, you want to keep with these habits of clearing your home, lighting a candle, journaling, meditating, and just not making major decisions. And just avoid yourself in being like heavy crowded areas, or if you know someone is very argumentative, don't talk to them. Like give them a day before you talk to them. Um, if you scroll online and it's very negative, you know that like that's what you look at. You look at like the news or things that are negative, argumentative people online. Just don't go scrolling. Um, it's time for awareness. You have to start becoming more aware. And this time is really everything is coming to light that's been hidden inside of you for so long. So all of these portals, all these gateways, all of these times and these eclipses come at the same time of like really powerful transformations. So this is why like you could either go to a negative space in your life or you can go to a positive space in your life with these eclipses. So it's really important to know how to handle these eclipses. There have been times where eclipses have really changed my life. People, places, things have like happened, ended, changed, so many like incredible things have happened during my eclipse times in my life, and I have just learned to see it for what it is. It is time for change, and I feel like that's what the ancestors were showing us in these like old time movies or whatever else. I don't know if there's any books in history that talk about um how they saw eclipses and how they were scary or they thought they were evil. Um, I can't imagine what they thought when they saw the moon turn red. Has nothing to do with, spirits or anything, but I'm sure they were scared of it. Um, but I'm sure they had some kind of knowledge, but they did have an internal knowledge about the spirituality of it. Um, I think we have to remember that now. You know, one of the things that I'm here to do It always comes back to this with me, remembering ancient wisdom, the ancient ways of how we used to live, how we used to do things, the ancient healings, like herbal healings, Ayurvedic teachings, uh, Chinese medicine, all these ancient things, like we're here to remember this information, our spiritual history, our wisdom from our spiritual teachings. They're all here to help us in dealing with life because honestly, we've been so brainwashed and down this pathway of reason being what society says, what we've been taught in school, and what churches or scientists or, you know, scholars have said. And they totally disregard anything that has to do with spiritual, let's say science, spiritual history. And ancient history is just like thrown out the window, like it was nothing. What the ancients knew was nothing. And if you look at the ancient times, they were so educated with their calendars, their maps of the sky, the way that they knew the time and the planets and the star systems and everything. They weren't stupid. They weren't uneducated, and they were learning from someone. They were learning from some people. They were learning from beings off planet. And yeah, I mean, it's going to have to come out sooner than later that that's what it is, you know? We have to get back to that place where we were human, connected to spirit, connected to our world outside of this earth, and connected to earth. Totally connected, like a full-on connection to everything, and having a full understanding of who we are and why we're here and what's actually going on. So I know that we are getting out of the controlled system and we are entering into our complete sovereignty, and we will be all on the education path of ancient wisdom and unlocking the memories and the understandings and the teachings that we already know. And we will all be living in harmony, especially since we all know what's going on together as a collective. We can live more harmoniously. Okay, I am going to end it here. So I hope this helps you with this eclipse season. And again, every portal, every eclipse, everything is about your transformation. And it is the support of the universe that is providing these energies and these events and these things. It's just up to you to be educated on what you're going through and what's happening with the energies and how to deal with it and how to progress with it and not go down a negative spiral into a negative timeline. We all want to be on the highest and best timeline of ascension, and that's what I pray every day for Mother Earth and all her inhabitants. And that's what I protect every day. I protect this timeline and I protect it from negative energies, entities, and frequencies and negative AI. I protect Mother Earth every day and all who inhabit Mother Earth, so we can be on our highest and best timeline. I hope this information encourages you and you take little steps during this eclipse season to making better habits for yourself, for your energy, for your emotional responses, for just learning what you have to let go of and let go of it confidently, knowing that the only way to receive is from an open hand. Whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in your life, you cannot accomplish it with your hands like this, holding on to something that doesn't work, that no longer fits, that no longer supports you. So you have to let it go. Let it go and be happy with the fact that your opportunities are always there and you can reach them because your hands are open and you're not holding on and believing and grasping on to old stuff that your mind, body, spirit, soul complex is like forcing you to see, to let go. You don't need it anymore. Just let it go. We're all going through this and we can do it. We can make it together. Love you, love you, love you. Till next time, you are an amazing, beautiful being of love and light. Remember that. Please like, please share. And please, please subscribe or whatever it is that's going on. If you're on the podcast or if you're on the YouTube, please support this channel so it can grow and, whoever needs this information can receive it. Alrighty then, till next time.